Hi YouTube, what's going on? What's going on? Hold on, y'all gotta get some too. Alright y'all, so scoot y'all back some. We got a little bit of a project today. These peas coming out of here. It really ain't making very big pods no more, but I think I done figured out what I want to do. I want to cut all this long stuff over here. And of course, y'all know I'm going to find peas down in the middle of here. Alright, so this is what we left with. So I still got corn plants in here. All kind of stuff that I couldn't get to once the peas grew up over everything. I'm gonna leave that stuff. Alright y'all, all the rest of it I'm gonna leave for now. And the only reason I'm gonna leave it is because I kind of see some new growth, and it's not gonna get real cool right now. Because if y'all notice, well, if y'all can see that, it's growing all up where my melons are now. So I'm gonna leave that for a bit longer, but I need to get rid of that scraggly part that was pretty much dying. That part up there wasn't producing nothing, but what I left is putting on new growth and producing, so I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, so how long is this? Alright, that was 5 minutes. So that ain't that bad. Alright y'all, figure out something else to do in this garden. Alright y'all, so I found something else to do in the garden. So I don't really really see many people showing how you collect tomato seeds. I mean, some people do. So I'm going to show y'all how I do it. Yeah, because I got some seeds I need to send off to people, and I need to collect them now so that they can start drying out. I don't want to send them wet in they mold. So, here we go. This is how you collect currant tomato seeds, but the same pretty much goes for any tomato, for that matter. Alright, y'all. Alright, so, if y'all see, I got this piece of paper right here. And I collected, these are currant tomatoes, so if y'all never seen how small they are, that's how small they are. They are much smaller than a grape tomato. If you notice on this paper I got red and yellow. So here's a red one. And pretty much what I do is, it's got a divider down the middle, but pretty much what I do is I squeeze it. And you see the gel and the seeds will come out. And you may or may not get every last one of them. But the point is, squeeze it in, get the seeds out. As I sweat everywhere and drip other stuff. Drip the tomatoes, seeds everywhere, and drip sweat everywhere. Yeah, that's the best part, right? Alright. So, them the red ones. And then here go the yellows. Do the same thing. Whoa. That one's kind of squeezing this. Whoa. We had a little explosion there. And I usually squeeze the seeds out of these and eat the rest of the tomato, to be honest with you. If you never had currant tomatoes, they are pretty good. The one complaint that people have about them sometimes is that because the tomato, whoa, is so small, that one came from over here. Now I will say this, it might be wiser to use 2 different pieces of paper so that you make sure you don't mix your seeds up if you're that critical about it. But I'm actually doing alright, kind of keeping these separated. And let your tomatoes get good and ripe before you go and try to collect these seeds. And I will say, even though this is a little tomato, there's more seeds in there than you think, actually. Because each tomato, sometimes they have 10. I've even seen one with 20 seeds in it. And that's kind of a lot to be a little tomato. But if you've never had these, I'd recommend you try them. Both the yellow and the red are pretty sweet. At least in my experience growing them, they've been pretty sweet. They're not as sweet as Sun Golds. Sun Golds are the sweetest tomato I've ever had. Now, I've never tried Sweet 100s, though. But these are pretty sweet. They go great in salads. They go great in tacos. Kids love them because they can just grab them and eat them, and they're little. You don't have to cut them. Whoa, that one kind of squirted. Alright. Alright. So, y'all see my... Let me bring this up closer so you can see. Okay, fly great. Okay, so y'all see my tomatoes. I'm going to get some more reds. But I'm just going to leave these on this paper. And I'm going to let them dry. I'm going to let the gel and all this stuff dry. Now, I know, what I do tend to like to do is, you see where you got bigger clumps of seeds all clumped together? I do tend to like to spread those out a little bit so that they dry a little bit faster. Now, me personally, you can do what you want, but me personally, I find if I lay these in the sun, they dry just a little bit faster because the sun is, it's gonna dry up everything. Those aren't seeds. That's just tomato flesh. But you can see how many seeds I got. And I'm gonna collect some more red ones. I just didn't have any more red ones ready right now. And I just let those dry. And oops, sorry. When I get ready to send these off, what I'll do is I'll just cut the paper, and I'll leave the seeds right on the paper. And then if the person wants to plant them, they can either scrape the seeds off the paper, or they can plant the paper all together. It's up to them how they want to do it. I don't do the fermenting thing. I have done the fermenting thing. I do not find that it helps your tomatoes germinate any faster, or that you have better luck with it or whatever. Some people just like really super clean seeds. Me personally, I don't care. The seed's going in the ground. Just give me the seed. I'm more worried about the plant than how clean it is. And that's what I talk about when I talk about how some people just are very worried about stuff, to me, that just is pointless. Like, why are you worried about it? Like, what difference does it make if the seed has a little bit of gel on it? Yeah, so it's not as pretty. It doesn't look like what you buy from the store. But if you wanted what you bought from the store, would you really be gardening? Just food for thought. So, yeah, that's how I collect my seeds. I'll come back and show y'all what that looks like dried. But yeah, that was fairly simple, right, guys? So if you have a bigger tomato, of course, you can cut it and just squeeze the gel out or whatever. But, yeah, that's how you collect currant tomato seeds. And if you never grew currant tomatoes, I would suggest you grow them. They taste really good. Now, I will say this. Unless you catch every last one of those tomatoes before they fall off the plant, you'll probably have currant tomatoes in your garden for the rest of your life. Because I haven't had currant tomato seeds in probably 3 years, and they're still coming up as volunteers. And I let them come up every year because I enjoy them. So, yeah, if anybody's got any questions on anything, or comments or whatever, look at that fly. Just look at it. If anybody's got any questions or comments or anything, they want to just leave them down below in the comment section. I always respond to my comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, check out my other videos. Alright, y'all, until next time, I'll see you later.